Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2.
Welcome to the Ridge. Tonight's varsity baseball contest between the visiting.
Good evening, baseball fans, and welcome to today's Virginia High School baseball action as the Loudoun County Captains visit the Lightridge Lightning here in Aldie, Virginia. Lightridge High School, beautiful night for baseball. A couple of storms went through earlier in the day. We missed most of the action, but sun is shining, and we'll get you a game time temperature when we see the first pitch. We'll go through the starting lineups for tonight's game. For the captains of Loudoun County, leading things off and playing center field, Brady Shaw. Batting second and playing shortstop, Quinn Miller. Batting third, Owen Picarillo. He's doing the catching tonight. Jacob Martin in right field, batting cleanup. Liam Ruse is at third base, batting fifth. Charlie Savenko is in left, batting sixth. Jack Beard, the designated hitter tonight, batting seventh. Hudson Longendijk on the bump for the captains. He'll bat eighth, and Andrew Fees is at first base and bats ninth, and Hudson Bott will be the second baseman and not in the batting lineup for Loudoun County tonight. Head coaches at the plate meeting with the umpires right now discussing ground rules. So first game of 3 for the Bolts this week. Play Briar Woods tomorrow. At Briar Woods. And we'll get you the rest of the schedule. But for tonight's lineup, nothing's changed for the Bolts. Leading things off, playing center field, Donovan Newell. Tyler Rowling is at short. He'll bat second. James Nunnally behind the dish tonight, batting third. Ben Drinkwine at third, batting cleanup. Jimmy Burpo at second, batting fifth. Matt Coleman at first base, batting sixth. Jared Mitchell in left field tonight, batting seventh. Mikey Sullivan gets the pill tonight for the Bolts, the lefty getting his first start of the season. He bats eighth, and Evan McCarter in right bats ninth. So for the schedule for the rest of this week, at Briar Woods tomorrow night, and then Briar Woods here at home on Thursday night. So that'll be our next broadcast, barring any rain. We've had some terrible luck with rain this year, but all things go well. We'll be playing Tuesday and Thursday night this week after tonight's ball game. Bolts 6-1 on the season. Suffered a loss 6-5 to Stonebridge last week. And then the game, the home and home game, second half of that home and home against Stonebridge was rained out. So they'd have to wait to May 6th to get revenge on the Bulldogs. Just a few minutes from the first pitch, the PA doing the starting lineups, and we will honor America with the national anthem and, of course, the traditional flyby here at Lightridge High School, because it is a perfect night for a flyby. Wind blowing out towards left center. Just a slight breeze, unlike the last couple days where you could barely keep the flag on the flagpole. The wind that you saw if you're watching the Masters took full effect here in Virginia over the weekend as well. We'll keep you up to date on the softball game, which should be starting shortly as they take on Loudoun County as well. So we're ready for the public address announcer to do the starting lineups. And then honor America, and then we'll be ready for the first pitch.
At this time, let's please welcome the starting lineup for the Loudoun County Captains. Leading off, playing center field, is number 51, Brady Shaw. Batting second, playing shortstop, is number 9, Quinn Miller. Batting third, catching, number 20, Owen Picarillo. In the fourth spot, playing right field, number 10, Jacob Martin. Batting fifth, playing third base, number 7, Liam Roos. Batting sixth, playing left field is number 5, Charlie Saventko. Batting seventh, the DH, number 2, Jack Beard. Batting eighth, and on the mound, number 17, Hudson Longendijk. And batting ninth, playing first base is number 50, Andrew Fees. And on second base is number 8, Hudson Bott. Head coach of the Captains is Matt Landers, and he's assisted by Jim DeProspero, Josh Carter, and Mike Keene. And now the starting lineup for your Lightridge Lightning. Leading off, playing in center field, number 9, Donovan Newell. Batting second, playing shortstop, number 6, Tyler Rowling. Batting third, catching, number 3, James Nunnally. In the fourth spot, third baseman, number 10, Ben Drinkwine. Batting fifth, on second base, number 5, Jimmy Burbo. Batting sixth, playing first base, number 12, Matt Coleman. Batting seventh, playing left field, number 8, Jared Mitchell. Batting eighth and pitching, number 17, is Mikey Sullivan. In the ninth spot, playing right field, number 15, Evan Carter. Head coach of the Lightning is Kenny Moreland. He's assisted by Josh Martin, Jason Bassans, and Jason Conway. At this time, please stand. Gentlemen, remove your hats. Turn your attention to the flag in right field as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Let's play ball. Double tap the button.
So we are ready for the first pitch here at Lightridge High School, as the Bolts host the Loudoun County Captains. Defensively for the Bolts, Mikey Sullivan, the lefty, on the mound. James Nunnally behind the dish. That's your battery tonight. Ben Drinkwine at third, Tyler Rowling at short, Jimmy Burpo at second, Matt Coleman at first. And then it's Jared Mitchell, Donovan Newell, and Evan McCarter left to right in the outfield.
51 Brady
Sullivan making his third appearance. And the first pitch is up high to Brady Shaw, the center fielder. Right-handed batter steps in. Sullivan's, that one's hit to left, and Mitchell gets a slow jump on that. And it'll drop it in front of him for a base hit. Sort of caught him in between. The save play, let it drop in front and hold him to a single. So Shaw on with a leadoff single. That'll bring up Quinn Miller, the shortstop. He hits a ground ball to Rowling at short. Flips to Burpo for one, on to first. In time. Beautiful 6-4-3 double play turned by the Bolts. Good stretch by Matt Coleman at first. Made the difference as they got him by half a step. So 2 down now, and the catcher Owen Picarillo steps in and he fouls the first one back. No balls, 1 strike. Sullivan's gone 4 innings, given up 4 hits, 3 runs, so all those earned. 7 strikeouts and 1 walk. And he delivers the breaking pitch in there for a strike on the outside corner. 0-2. That one's in the dirt. Nunnally blocks it. Tried to get him to chase something. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One-two pitch. Just misses low. 2-2 now. Outfield straight away. Mitchell a few steps in and left. 2-2 pitch. Breaking pitch stays up high. So Picarillo has worked it full. Payoff pitch from Sullivan. Fouled to the backstop. .83 degrees at first pitch. First day in the 80s. 3-2 pitch, up and in, ball 4. Picarillo draws a 2-out walk. That'll bring up Jacob Martin, the right fielder, and the courtesy runner for the catcher. Breaking pitch in there for a strike. Started middle of the plate, broke in on the right-handed batter. Breaking pitch, that's a backdoor breaking pitch right there. Catches the outside corner. So quickly, no balls, 2 strikes. Runner at first, 2 outs. 0-2 pitch. They called it a ball. 1-2. Breaking pitch just a bit high. 2-2 now. Slow grounder hit to Burpo at second. He'll make the tag on the base runner to end the inning. So no runs on 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the first. Captains nothing. Bolts bringing up Newell, Rowling, and Nunnally. We'll be back in just a minute. Bottom of the first inning, no score. Defensively for the captains, Hudson Lungendijk, the right-hander on the mound. Owen Picarillo behind the plate, that's your battery. Liam Ruse at third, Quinn Miller at short, Hudson Bott at second, Andrew Fees at first, Charlie Savenko, Brady Shaw, and Jacob Martin left to right in the outfield. So Donovan Newell will lead things off.
Number 9, Donovan Newell.
Left-handed batter steps in. Batting .259 on the season. And takes a strike on the outside corner. Breaking pitch, chopped at and foul to the first base coach's box. So Newell behind 0-2. Oh-2 pitch. Fouled back to the backstop. Longendijk staring in, getting the signs, and stepped off the mound. Now he's set. Here comes the 0-2 delivery. Way inside. Almost got a piece of him. Down at his feet. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Newell. Here's the pitch. Popped up. Right side. Catcher gives way to Longendijk in foul territory and makes the catch.
Next up is number 6, Tyler Rowling.
That'll bring up Tyler Rowling. Shortstop, right-handed batter will step in. And he takes a fastball for a strike. Down and away, 1-1 now. One pitch, nasty slider, swung on and missed. 1-2. Way outside. 2-2 now to Rowling. Two sliders outside and low. 3-2 now. As Rowling has worked it full. Payoff pitch ripped, just fouled on the third base line. Hit that one hard, just got out in front of it a little bit. Payoff pitch. Outside, ball 4. So Rowling draws a 1-out walk. Puts him at first with James Nunnally, the catcher, stepping to the plate.
Now batting number 3, James Nunnally.
Nunnally batting .478 on the season. UVA commit. Stands in, left-handed batter. Rowling with a short lead at first. Longendijk works from the stretch. Pitch to Nunnally, breaking pitch, comes inside on him, 1-0. Oh, pitch ripped down the first base line, fair, down into the corner. Just gets past the right fielder, Jacob Martin. Rowling's going to come all the way around from first to score, and Nunnally into third. We'll see how that scored. Probably a double. Triple or double with an error? Yeah. So Nunnally will be credited with a double. And the right fielder charged with an error. Got over and got in front of it to cut it off and let it get by him. Then it went down, all the way to the fence. So one run across as Rowling comes all the way around from first. And that'll bring up Ben Drinkwine. Drinkwine batting .364 on the season. 7 RBIs. With 1 out. Got another opportunity with Nunnally just 90 feet away. Here's the pitch. Breaking pitch low. Drinkwine, right-handed batter. Big kid, third baseman. Here's the 1-0. Outside, 2-0 now. So Longendijk seems to be a little rattled already. Here's the 2-0. Oh, and it hits the umpire in the middle of the infield. And it's a dead ball. So it's a single for Ben Drinkwine. It ground ball right back up the middle and caught the infield umpire. He's sending Nunnally back to third on the dead ball as the umpire in the field are going to walk that one off. Looks like it caught him on the left hip or thigh area. And Kenny Moreland's out to talk to the home plate umpire as to why they're sending Nunnally back. Immediately called a dead ball as soon as it hit the umpire. Now they're going to talk about it. So Drinkwine credited with a single. We'll see if he's going to get credit for an RBI.
Now batting is number 5, Jimmy Burpo.
So, nope, the umpires have decided that Nunnally is going to stay at third. So no run across for the Bolts on that play. 1-0 they lead. Drinkwine at first, short lead. Nunnally at third, and Jimmy Burpo, the second baseman, steps in. And he takes a strike. Delayed steal as Drinkwine takes off for second, and he will steal second with no throw. As Jimmy Burpo, batting .300 on the season, leads the team with 11 RBIs. And he's got 2 ducks on the pond right there at second and third with 1 out. Here's the 0-1. Swung on a missed a nasty slider from Longendijk. Infield is drawn in. Left fielder is pulled over towards the line. Pretty good gap in left center. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fly ball to right field. Jacob Martin underneath it and right. He makes the catch. Tagging from third is Nunnally. Drinkwine waits to see where the throw went. He tags from second and he'll get to third. Smart base running by Ben Drinkwine. He stood on second base, and as soon as that throw went to the cutoff man towards home plate, he took off for third. And it was cut off by the first baseman, but not a chance to get Drinkwine at third. So sacrifice fly and RBI for Burpo. And Drinkwine ends at third, so 2-0 now. And that brings up Matt Coleman. Coleman, the leading hitter of the Bolts with 12 hits, batting .500 on the season. Left-handed hitting first baseman steps in and takes outside, ball one. Still, well, 2 outs now. One-0 pitch. Inside corner for a strike. 1-1 to Matt Coleman. One pitch in the dirt. Good block by Piccirillo. With Drinkwine down at third base. Here's the 2-1. Up high, ball three. So a 3-1 count to the Bolts' leading hitter. 2 runs across here in the bottom of the first. Bolts lead 2-0. Three-one delivery. Inside, ball four. So Coleman draws a walk. That'll put runners at the corners again with Jared Mitchell stepping to the plate. Mitchell batting .308 on the season. First pitch to Mitchell is up high, ball one. Longendijk working from the stretch, checks in for the sign, checks the runner at first. 1-0 pitch to Mitchell. In there for a strike. Throw over to first, and Coleman dives back safely. One pitch, fouled over to the first base side. 1-2 now to Jared. Mitchell split time between DH and left field. Actually played first base against Stonebridge. 1-2 pitch. High fly ball to center field. Brady Shaw moving to his right into left field and makes the catch in left center to retire the side. But the Bolts come up with 2 runs on 2 hits, and they leave 2. So after an inning, 2-0 Bolts will be back in just a minute.
Party girl, don't get hurt, can't feel anything. When will I learn? I push it down, I push it down. Yeah. See, I'm the one for a good time call, phone's blowing up, I'm ringing my doorbell. I feel the love. Feel the love. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, drink. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, drink. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, drink. Throw 'em back till I lose count. I'm gonna swing from the chandelier, from the chandelier.
So the Bolts offense has spotted Mikey Sullivan 2 runs as we go to the top of the second inning, 2-0. Lightridge, as Liam Ruse, the third baseman, will lead things off. Ruse, right-handed batter, steps in against the lefty, Mikey Sullivan. First pitch is inside, ball 1. One 0 down low, 2-0 now. Breaking pitch catches the outside corner, 2-1. That one catches the outside corner, 2-2. 2-2 pitch. Little fister just over Mikey's head, going to bounce once. Burpo makes the play and throws to first for the out. Great play by Jimmy Burpo at second base. That ball was just muscled off the handle just over Mikey Sullivan's head on the mound, landed in no man's land, and Burpo came in and took it on one hop, running the other way almost. Turned and threw him out by a step. So 1 out now, and that'll bring up the right-handed hitting Charlie Savenko, the left fielder. He'll step in against Mikey. First pitch from Sullivan is a line drive right back up the middle for a base hit. So Savenko jumps on the first pitch and has a 1-out single. So he's at first now with Jack Beard, the DH, stepping in. Beard, right-handed batter. And takes up high, ball 1. Keep an eye on Savenko at first. Got a pretty good lead, not quite out on the grass on the cutout. Breaking pitch just misses outside, 2-0 now. The guys that get long leads here at Lightridge will get the front foot out on the grass. And that one's outside, 3-0. And 4-pitch walk to Jack Beard. That'll put runners at first and second, 1 out, and the pitcher, Hudson Longendijk, stepping to the plate. And time called by Nunnally. Wants to go out and talk to Mikey Sullivan. Tyler Rowling comes in from short to the meeting as well. So let's see if they've got a pickoff move up their sleeve here. First pitch is popped up right side, working its way foul and out of play. So quickly 0-1 to Longendijk, the captain's pitcher. 0-1 pitch. That one's fouled to the backstop, so quickly 0-2 as Sullivan gets ahead. Steps off for a second, wants to go through the signs again. Oh, 2 pitch. Ground ball to Burpo at second. He'll tag the runner. Throw to first for the out. What an inning for Jimmy Burpo at second base. Made all 3 outs. 2-0. Bolts lead. We go to the bottom of the second. It'll be Sullivan, McCarter, and the top of the order, Newell. We'll be back in just a minute.
done. There's a night to wait. Everybody gotta do is in line to pay. And I know nobody knows where it comes and where it goes. I know it's everybody's sin. You got to
Bolts, number 17.
Bottom of the second inning, Mikey Sullivan's going to lead things off. Sullivan on fire, batting .438 on the season, 7 for 16 with 7 RBIs as the lefty steps in. Bolts lead 2-0 here in the bottom of the second inning. Longendijk on the mound for the captains, and he delivers a fastball in the inside corner for a strike. No, one pitch. Just a little bit low, 1-1 now. Outfield is pulled over towards the right, everybody about 3-4 steps. Sullivan fouls that one straight back to the backstop. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Center fielder Brady Shaw is at least 4 steps towards right, and the right fielder's tucked over towards the line. Left fielder's not quite as far over, so there is a gap in left center. And Mikey has been known to hit the ball right in that spot. 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Nasty slider. That has got some movement on it as Sullivan goes down. First strikeout of the night for Longendijk.
Next up, right fielder, number 15.
That'll bring up the right fielder, Evan McCarter. Right-handed batting right fielder steps in. Hudson Longendijk winds and delivers, and a fastball down but swung on and missed. That one catches the outside corner. 0-2 now. Oh, 2 pitch. That just misses down and away. 1-2 to McCarter. One-two is lifted down the right field line and out of play as Andrew Fees gives chase and runs out of room. See the senior class of 2024 here in the Lightridge batting 9, 1, 2, and 3. So you'll see all 4 of them right in a row here, starting with McCarter and then the top of the order. Newell, Rowling, and Nunnally. 1-2 pitch. Just gets a piece of that slider to stay alive.
Short.
Another 1-2 down. Oh my goodness. Strike 3 called. Sorry, folks.
Back to the top. Number 9.
So back-to-back strikeouts with a little help there on that one from the guy behind the catcher. So 2 outs, that'll bring up the top of the order. Donovan Newell. Newell popped up to the pitcher in foul territory down the first base line in the first. And there's a line drive and off the glove of the shortstop, Quinn Miller. It was like a knuckleball that he thought he had to jump for and really didn't. And when he did, it threw his eyesight, line of sight off, pardon me. And it trickles into left field. So Quinn Miller will be charged with an error on the line drive by Newell. But Newell's on first. He's got some speed. Tyler Rowling steps up. Rowling walked and scored in the first inning as they throw over to first. With 2, 3, 4 coming up, it would not surprise me to see Newell take off. He's got a short lead at first. Doesn't go, and that one's in the dirt. 1-0 now. Rowling, a good contact hitter. Get Newell on the move and have Rowling put something in play. Runner goes, 1-0 pitch is popped up left side and gets out of play as Newell was off on the pitch. So it'll be a 1-1 count to Rowling. Newell with 3 stolen bases on the season. Shortens his lead by about a half a step. Runner goes, the 1-1 pitches in. There's throw down to second is not in time, and it gets into center field. Newell will get to third base. Throw is a little bit high. He had it beat. But the throw just got past the shortstop. So a stolen base for Newell. And then he moves to third on the error. So now Tyler Rowling with a chance to get the third run across here for the Bolts with 2 outs, a 2-1 count. And takes outside ball 3. Here's the 3-1. Chopped foul. So a full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Payoff pitch. Strike 3 called. So 3 strikeouts in the inning, and the strike zone has become inconsistent. We go to the top of the third, 2-0 Bolts. We'll be back in just a minute. The number 9 hitter, Andrew Fees, is going to lead things off for the Captains. Mikey Sullivan back on the bump for the Bolts, and he delivers a strike on the outside corner. Bolts lead 2-0 here in the top of the third. That one's popped up right side behind first base. Coleman gives chase, and he'll give way to Evan McCarter coming in. Good communication there between the right fielder and the first baseman, as Matt did exactly the right thing as soon as he heard McCarter call it, just immediately got out of the way. So that brings up the top of the order, Brady Shaw. He singled in the first inning. Center fielder Stands in and takes high, ball 1. That one's in there for a strike, 1-1 now. It's down 2-1. Sullivan works quickly. 2-1 pitch. Fly ball into shallow right. McCarter on the run and makes the catch. McCarter all of a sudden covering a lot of ground out there in right field. Speedy. So 2 up, 2 down, both to McCarter and right, and that'll bring up Quinn Miller, the shortstop, grounded into a 6-4-3 double play. And takes a strike from Sullivan. 0-1 breaking pitch. Just misses outside. 1-1 now. 1-1 pitch foul to the backstop. 1-2. Two pitch, breaking pitch stays way outside, leaving the count at 2-2. 2-2 pitch is hit towards the gap and right, but McCarter closes the gap and makes the catch right in front of Donovan Newell as the two of them converged. And 3 flyouts to Evan McCarter. 1-2-3 inning for Sullivan and the Bolts. Go to the bottom of the third. It'll be Nunnally, Drinkwine, and Burpo. For the Bolts, they lead 2-0. We'll be back in just a minute. So James Nunnally leads things off here in the bottom of the third, and he'll take low, ball 1. Bolts lead 2-0 over the Captains of Loudoun County. Hudson Longendijk still on the mound. Here's the 1-0 to Nunnally. Inside, 2-0 now. Pitch. That's fisted back up the middle for a base hit. Takes a wide turn at first, thinking 2 maybe since it dropped into no man's land between the center fielder Shaw and Savenko in left, but put the brakes on about a third of the way to second base and scrambled his way back to first base. But a leadoff single for Nunnally. 2 for 2 now. That brings up Ben Drinkwine. Drinkwine singled and stole a base in the first. He's 1 for 1. Shows bunt. Nunnally takes off for second, pulls back on the bunt. Nunnally down to second base, is in there with a stolen base. One ball and no strikes. Nunnally with a pretty good lead at second. He has taken off for third in the past. There's a drive to deep left field, but Savenko underneath it gives way to the center fielder, Brady Shaw, and he makes the catch on the run, almost all the way over in left field. And holds Nunnally at second base. So Drinkwine flies out deep to left center. And that'll bring up Jimmy Burpo. Burpo drove in a run in the first inning with a sac fly to right. There's a line drive, base hit into left field. They're going to hold Nunnally at third. That ball was hit so hard right at Savenko, and he gets the ball in quickly. And Burpo is on base now. That'll put runners at the corners with just one out, and Matt Coleman stepping to the plate. Matt walked in the first inning. Matt has had incredible first 7 games of the season, and he can bunt. He laid down a drag bunt the other night. They could video that and make that the textbook. And he shows bunt and pulls back. And he was not bunting for a sack. That was at the last minute. Showed it in the last minute, pulled it back. 1 ball, no strikes to Coleman. The Lightridge first baseman also does some pitching. Throw over to first as Burpo dives back easily. Familiar scene with James Nunnally. Dirt from head to foot. Throw over to first, and they've got him picked off, but they got him in a rundown. Nunnally is going to take off for the plate, and he is thrown out. So a design play where Burpo gets picked off on purpose. But the first baseman never made a throw and spun around and threw to the plate to get Nunnally at the plate. So 2 outs now. Burpo moves to second. Credited with a stolen base. It was the pickoff. It's 1-0. Yeah. So the count's still 1-0 to Matt Coleman with Burpo at second. They spin around and try to pick him off. He gets back safely. That one's in the dirt. Good block by Picarillo, the catcher. Two-0 pitch. That one gets away from the catcher. Picarillo gets behind him, and Burpo will move down to third base. So a 3-0 count to Coleman now, and Burpo at third. Both lead 2-0 here in the bottom of the third. Jared Mitchell on deck. 3-0 to Coleman. Up high, ball 4. So Coleman draws his second walk of the evening. That'll put runners at the corners again.
Next up, left fielder, number 8, Jared Mitchell.
See if they have something cooking now with first and third and 2 outs. Mitchell flew out to the center fielder, Brady Shaw, in the first inning. When the Bolts scored both their runs, sent 7 batters to the plate. Coleman with speed at first. Doesn't go, and the slider's way outside, 1-0. Here's the 1-0. That's up high, ball 2, as Picarillo calls time, wants to go talk to Longendijk. The hitters count for Jared Mitchell, who has some pop. Wouldn't surprise me if they put the runner in motion here. Doesn't go. 2-0 is in there for a strike.
Go, Jared.
2-1 pitch is drilled into left center field for a base hit. 1 run's going to score. Coleman on his way to third, and he is in there. RBI single for Jared Mitchell. Well hit ball.
Now batting number 17, Mikey Sullivan.
As Burpo comes in from second easily, Coleman takes third. So runners at the corners again with 2 outs, and Mikey Sullivan steps in. Sullivan struck out swinging in the second inning. Was it 3 strikeouts on the night for Longendijk? All 3 of them came in that second inning. Runner doesn't go. He does go on a delayed steal and on the called strike. So Mitchell steals second, puts runners at second and third now with 2 outs. Sullivan standing in with a 0-1 count. Left-handed batter. Here's the 0-1. Swung on and missed. It's that breaking pitch.
Go, Mikey.
So 0-2 to Mike Sullivan. Pitch from Longendijk. Line drive off the glove of the shortstop Quinn Miller for the second time. 1 run scores, and here comes Mitchell from second. He's going to score. When you're off on contact, that helps. Quinn Miller this time actually had to elevate for that one. Got a glove on it.
Evan McArdle.
So that's 2 plays for the shortstop on line drives. And he'll be charged with an error on that play as well. 2 runs will score as Coleman comes in from third, Mitchell from second, and it's 5-0 Bolts. And Matt Landers, the captain's head coach, out to the mound. He's got the whole infield on the mound for a meeting. So everybody's back in their positions now. So with 2 outs, Mikey Sullivan at first base. Evan McCarter will step in. McCarter struck out looking in the second inning on a very questionable call. Line drive, base hit into left field, just past the diving third baseman, Liam Ruse. So McCarter picks up the single, and now we've got runners at first and second in the top of the order. Donovan Newell stepping to the plate. Newell 0 for 2. He popped up in the first, and then a line drive to Quinn Miller at short with off of his glove, charged with an error. But Newell stole a base and then was stranded at third on the strikeout to Rowling, but they threaten again with runners at first and second and 2 outs. Newell stands in. Swung on and missed. Starts him off with a nasty slider. Here's the 0-1. Line drive, foul ball. Right down the first base line, and if it was foul, it wasn't foul by much. Hit that ball on a rope right over the bag. So 0-2 now. Oh-2 pitch outside, 1-2. One-two pitch. Swung on and missed. Tied him up. We go to the top of the fourth. It'll be Picarillo, Martin, and Ruse for the captains. We'll be back in just a minute.
Outside of this one church town, there's a gold dirt road to a whole lot of nothing. Got him thinking when it's falling, cause it brings a grain and a little bit of money. We put it back in a plate, I guess that's why they call it God's country. I saw the light in a sunrise, sitting back in a 40 on the muddy riverside, getting baptized in holy water and shine with the dogs running. Saved by the sound of a pin-found Dixie whistle in the wind that'll get you heaven bound. The devil went down to Georgia, but he didn't stick around. This is God's country. We turn the dirt and we're on it and do it all again, cause we're proud to be from God's country. I saw the light in a sunrise, sitting back in a 40 on the muddy riverside, getting baptized in holy water and shine with the dogs running. Saved by the sound of a pin-found Dixie whistle in the wind.
He's number 20, Owen Picarillo.
Owen Picarillo, the catcher's going to lead things off here in the top of the fourth. Picarillo walked in the first inning, was erased on the base pass to end the inning. 5-0 Bolts lead. 2 in the first, 3 in the third. Mikey Sullivan, the lefty, still on the mound for the Bolts. First pitch is hit to right. McCarter moves over towards the line and makes the catch. A lot of half-nines on my scorecard tonight. 4 in a row.
We'll bring up number 10, Jacob Martin.
Yep. All 3 last inning and the first one of this inning. Off. Comes the 0-1 from the lefty. Just a bit high. That one misses. 2-1 now. 2-1 pitch. Popped up right side. Coleman calling it in foul territory. Makes the catch in between the bag and the coach's box. So that ends the streak for Evan McCarter.
Now batting number 7, Liam Bruce.
That brings up the third baseman, Liam Roos. Grounded out to Burpo at second in the second inning, and he takes high and away, ball 1. Here's the 1-0. Line drive right back to Sullivan, snags it at his hip. They teach you to have that glove ready, and it was right there. A reactive play by Sullivan made it look easy. A 1-2-3 inning for Sullivan and the Bolts. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It'll be Rowling, Nunnally, and Drinkwine as they lead 5-0. We'll be back in a minute.
Well, you're a real tough cookie with a long history of breaking little hearts like the one of me. That's okay, let's see how you do it. Put up your dukes, let's get down to it. Hit me with your best shot. Why don't you hit me with your best shot? Hit me with your best shot. Fire away. You come on with it, come on, you don't fight fair. That's okay, see if I care. Knock me down, it's all in vain. I get right back on my feet again. Hit me with your best shot. Why don't you hit me with your best shot? Hit me with your best shot. Fire away.
Bottom of the 4th inning. Bulls lead 5-0. The number 2, Hudson Longendike, the right-hander, is still on the mound for the Captains. Pitch to Rowling and breaking pitch sails outside. 1 ball, no strikes. "1-0" is in there for a strike. Here's the 1-1. Stays down low. 2-1 now. Two-one pitch catches the outside corner. Two-two pitch. Hitting there by Tyler. Waited for that breaking pitch to come in on him. Let it travel and hit it to right field. Just what you're supposed to do. So a leadoff single by Rowling here in the 4th, and that'll bring up James Nunnally. 2 for 2 tonight. Single and a double. Oh, in there for a strike. Runner goes, 1-1 pitch, throw down to second is not in time, goes into center field. Rowling takes off for third. And here comes the throw, not in time, hits him right on the butt as he was sliding in. So a stolen base for Tyler Rowling. Advances to third as that ball sailed into center field. So now nobody out. Nunnally at the plate. And Rowling 90 feet away. They lead 5-0 as it is. Here's the 1-2 pitch to James Nunnally. Takes inside and low. Ball 2, 2-2 now. Two pitch, ground ball to the right side, fielded by the second baseman, Bott, and throws him out at first, but the run scores, so an RBI ground out for Nunnally.
Next up is third baseman number 10.
Does his job and gets the run in, productive out for Nunnally. So 6-0 now, Bolts lead. Bases empty with one out, and Ben Drinkwine will step to the plate. Drinkwine 1 for 2. Single and a fly out, and he takes the slider in there for a strike. Here's the 0-1 to Ben. Popped up, mile high. Catch for the out. The second baseman. Burpo 1 for 1 tonight. Sacrifice fly in the first, drove in a run. And then he singled, stole a base, and scored in the third when the Bolts put 3 across. 2 outs, bases empty. One ball and one strike. Line drive, base hit into center field past the shortstop. So Burpo picks up his second single in as many at-bats. And he'll start the inning back over again, essentially with 2 outs. And he'll be standing at first base for Matt Coleman. Coleman's walked twice tonight. Came around to score in the third. Takes inside, ball 1. Next pitch will be Longendike's 85th of the night. And it sails outside, 2-0. Pitch to Coleman, line drive, base hit into center field. So Burpo moves to second. That'll put runners at first and second, and Jared Mitchell stepping to the plate. Mitchell with an RBI single in the third. And Matt Landers, the head coach of the Captains, on his way out to the mound, and that may be it for Hudson Longendike. And it is, as Landers takes the ball. We'll take a break. I'll be right back.
Listening to the radio. get it right. Back then I thought I'd never ever stand alone. It used to be that a lonely heart was never shown. I know now that things will never be the same no more. I wanna go back and do it all over, but I can't go back, I know. I wanna go back, 'cause I feel it so much older, but I can't go back.
New pitcher for the Loudoun County Captains is Matthew Thies, tall right-hander, in relief of Hudson Longendijk. Longendijk went 3 2/3, giving up 6 runs. Still has responsible for 2 runners on base, as Thies will face Jared Mitchell, 1 for 2 tonight. And takes up high, ball 1. Thies doesn't quite have the velocity that Longendijk had. Longendijk was sitting about 80 to 82 on his fastball. Thies is sitting around 76. So 2-0 to Mitchell. Here's the pitch. Down and away, ball 3. .30 pitch in there for a strike. .31 pitch, down and away, ball 4. So a walk to Mitchell will load the bases for the lefty, Mikey Sullivan. Sullivan, the number 7 hitter. 0 for 2 tonight. He struck out in the second, reached on an error in the 3rd inning. He could break it wide open here and help himself. Breaking pitch in there for a strike. Burpo at 3rd, Coleman at 2nd, Mitchell at 1st. 0-1 pitch in the dirt. Good block by Owen Picarillo, the catcher. Kept that ball in front of him. Kept Burpo from scoring from 3rd. So important runs out there right now. Trying to go the minimum amount of innings. And that one's inside, ball 2, 2-1. Here's the 2-1. Up high, ball 3. So Sullivan standing in there against the right-handed Matthew Thies at 3-1 with the bases loaded. And takes a strike on the outside corner. So now you got a full count, 2 outs. Runners will be off on the pitch. Payoff pitch. Ground ball slowly hit to the second baseman. Bott throws to first for the out to get out of the inning. So they get out of the jam with the bases loaded, only giving up 1 run. We go to the top of the 5th. 6-0 Bolts. We'll be back in just a minute.
I thought love was only true in fairy tales, and for someone else, but not for me. I love out to get me. That's the way it seemed. Disappointment haunted all my dreams. Then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer. Not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love. I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried. I thought love was more or less a given thing. It seems the more I gave, the less I got. What's the use in trying? All you get is pain. When I needed sunshine, I got rain. Oh, then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer. Not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love. I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried.
Stepping to the plate for the captains is number 5, Charlie Savetko.
Charlie Savetko is going to lead things off for the captains here in the top of the 5th inning. Lightridge leads 6-0. 2 in the first, 3 in the third, and 1 in the fourth. Mikey Sullivan, the lefty, still on the mound for the Bolts. 46 pitches through 4 innings. And he delivers high. Ball 1. Popped up, right side. Coleman circling underneath it. Gives way to Burpo, who will make the catch for the out. That ball started over Coleman and ended up over the second baseman, Burpo. So
Now batting number 2.
good communication by those two. That'll bring up the designated hitter, Jack Beard. Beard walked in the second inning. Sullivan's given up 2 hits, 2 walks, no strikeouts, and delivers low to Beard, 1-0. Swung on and missed. Good changeup by Mikey Sullivan. That'll even the count at 1-1. Breaking pitch stays up high, 2-1. This is outside. 3-1 now to Beard. Foul tipped into the mitt. Full count now. 3-2 to Beard. Payoff pitch from Sullivan. Down low, ball 4. So 1-out walk to Beard. Puts a runner at first, and Matthew Thies
Next up is number 1, Matt Thies.
comes to the plate. His first at bat. He took over on the mound for Hudson Longendijk in the bottom of the 4th. So Thies, right-hander batter, will stand in and swings and misses at the changeup by Sullivan. Took a little off that one. No balls, 1 strike. Beard at first. Sullivan works quickly and delivers a fastball on the outside corner. Quickly 0-2. Fastball lays off the high one. 2-2 now. Update from the softball field. They are in the top of the 7th. 3-0. Strike 3. Throw down to first. And almost had Beard. I'm going to strike him out, pick him off. As Thies goes down swinging for the second out. So 3-0. Lightridge leading the captains on the softball field. So the number 9 hitter, Andrew Fees, steps in with 2 outs and runner at first. 0 for 1 flew out to McCarter in the 3rd inning, as did 2 others. As that one's in there for a strike. 1-1 now. Swung on and missed. Good fastball by Mikey. So ahead, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Checks the runner and delivers just off the corner. 2-2. Swung on a miss, strike 3. Mikey struck him out. First 2 strikeouts of the night for Sullivan. And the 5th. We go to the bottom of the 5th. 6-0 Bolts. It'll be McCarter, Newell, and Rowling. Evan McCarter is going to lead things off here in the bottom of the 5th. Matthew Thies, the right-hander, on the mound for the Captains. And he delivers a breaking pitch in there for a strike. McCarter 1 for 2 tonight, struck out in the 2nd and singled in the 3rd. And takes a strike at the very bottom of the knees. 0-2 now. There's a drive to left field and is going to drop into the gap. It's going to go all the way to the wall. McCarter rounds first on his way to second, and he's in there with a stand-up double. Hit that one on a rope. Right in between. You couldn't have placed it any better between the 2 outfielders. There was a chance they were going to get to it. They finally tracked it down after it rolled all the way to the fence. So McCarter on second with nobody out. And Donovan Newell steps to the plate. 0 for 3 tonight. Popped up in the 1st. Reached on air in the 2nd and then struck out in the 3rd. So his first time facing the right-hander Thies. And they call a balk on Thies. He did not come set. Obvious continuous motion. So McCarter at 3rd after the balk. Still no count on Newell. Chance to get a run in. Infield pulled in now. Breaking pitch fouled back. No balls, 1 strike. Little chopper foul. So no balls, 2 strikes. Oh, 2 pitch. Swung on a miss, strike 3. Newell goes down swinging.
Next up, shortstop number 6, Tyler Rowland.
That'll bring up Tyler Rowling. Rowling 1 for 2 tonight with a walk. And takes outside, ball 1. Fastball fouled back. 1 ball, 1 strike. In the dirt, 2-1 now. Two 1 pitch foul to the backstop. 2-2 now. Two pitch. Swung on a missed on a breaking pitch. So McCarter standing at third base with nobody out, and the number 1 and 2 batters up.
James Nunnally.
And neither one of them can get him in, and that'll bring up James Nunnally. Nunnally 2 for 3 tonight. Single and a double. His last at bat he grounded out, but it drove in a run. So he'll step in with 2 outs. And McCarter at third base. And he takes down and away, ball 1. Breaking pitch, catches the outside corner, 1-1. One pitch stays outside. 2-1 to Nunnally. Line drive, base hit up the middle. Nice swing by Nunnally. This time he rounds first. He's on his way to second, and he is in there. He turned that into a double.
Now batting number 10,
McCarter comes in from third to make it 7-0. And that'll bring up Ben Drinkwine. Drinkwine 1 for 3 tonight. Singled in the first inning, flew out in the third, and flew out in the fourth. And he takes the breaking pitch in there for a strike. Spin around, pickoff move, and Nunnally gets back safely. Well, timing play between Thies and Hudson Bott, the second baseman. Nunnally didn't have as big of a lead as he usually does. 0-1 pitch, foul to the backstop. Actually up and over. 0-2 now. High and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One-two pitch. That one's foul down the right field line and out of play.
You go, Ben.
One ball and 2 strikes. That one's up 2-2 now. Two down and away, ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So full count to Drinkwine. And that one's down and away, ball 4. So Drinkwine draws a walk. Second time he's been on base tonight.
That'll bring up number 5, Jimmy Burpo.
So that'll bring up Jimmy Burpo. Burpo's 2 for 2 tonight with a sac fly. He stands in with Nunnally at second and Drinkwine at first and 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. They lead 7-0. Runner goes, takes the pitch high and away, and Nunnally's into third with a stolen base. And Drinkwine follows him to second. So a double steal by the Bolts. Put runners at second and third now for Burpo. The pitch was high and away. It was a ball, 1-0. Oh, and 1. Now it's 1-1. It's 1-1. He called the first one a strike. Yeah. I don't know how. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fouled away. 1-2 now to Burpo. One-two pitch. Slow ground to the third baseman, Liam Ruse. Makes the play, throws to first. Good pick by Andrew Fees over at first to end the inning. But they pick up another run. And we go to the top of the 6th. 7-0 Bolts. We'll be back in a minute. Top of the 6th inning. New pitcher for the Bolts.
Top of the order for the captains, number 51, Brady Shaw.
Mikey Sullivan's night is done. Dylan Herr on the mound for the Bolts. The right-hander's gone 11 innings. This is his 4th appearance. He's given up 9 hits, 3 runs. 2 of those were earned. 9 strikeouts and 6 walks on the season. And he starts Brady Shaw, the center fielder, off with a strike. Shaw's 1 for 2 tonight. Defensive changes for the Bolts. Jared Mitchell moves to right field as Herr delivers just outside. And Mikey Sullivan moves to left field, and that one hits him. It's the 1-1 pitch from Herr.
Now batting number 9, Quinn Miller.
Yeah. So the shortstop, Quinn Miller, will step to the plate. He takes the first one for a ball, 1-0 to Miller. Herr delivers on the outside corner for a strike. 1-1 now. Short lead for Shaw at first. Herr delivers, swung on and missed. Mighty cut by Miller. Miller's 0 for 2 tonight. He grounded into a 6-4-3 double play in the first and flew out to Evan McCarter in the third. One-two pitch is down and away. Swung on a miss, strike 3. Dylan struck him out. First strikeout of the night for Dylan Herr.
Next up, number 20,
So 1 out now.
Owen Picarillo.
The catcher, Owen Picarillo, will step to the plate. Picarillo 0 for 1 tonight. He walked in the first and then flew out in the fourth. And he delivers a fastball for a strike. 0-1. Breaking pitch in there for a strike. Good pitch by Dylan. Quickly 0-2. The softball game has gone final. 3-2 as the captain scored 2 in the top of the 7th. But looks like Lightridge closed the door. Another breaking pitch right back to Dylan Herr. He throws to Rowling for 1. On to Coleman for a double play. Best part about that play was Dylan Herr didn't hesitate a bit. Threw right at the bag, knowing Tyler was going to be there, and he was. And Rowling came across the bag, perfect timing, and threw to Coleman for the 1-6-3 inning-ending double play as we go to the bottom of the 6th. 7-0 Bolts. We'll be back in just a minute.
Don't think I've ever seen your kind of pretty. Wandering around this midnight madhouse city. You got a look that says you got it all together. So if you don't mind, I'd like to know you better. Take me the long way around your town. Were you the queen with
New pitcher for the Captains as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Andrew Smithson, the right-hander, takes over on the mound. He'll face 6, 7, 8 for the Bolts, Coleman, Mitchell, and Sullivan. Mitchell now in right field, Sullivan off the mound in left. Sullivan went 5 innings, gave up no runs. Gave up 2 hits and walked 3 with 2 strikeouts. Great night for Mikey Sullivan, the Bolts lefty. So Smithson leans in and gets the sign. And delivers low to Matt Coleman. Coleman 1 for 1 tonight, walked twice and singled. And takes a strike on the inside corner, 1-1 now. And that one's in there for a strike. Strike zone's expanded maybe just a couple of inches with a 7-0 ball game because that one looked a little bit low. But 1-2 to Coleman, nonetheless. And that one gets him on the back foot. Tried to come back in again. And that time, Coleman stood his ground and took it off the trail foot, and he'll take first. So that's how we lead things off here in the bottom of the 6th. Jared Mitchell will step to the plate now. Mitchell 1 for 2 with a walk, driven in a run. So he'll stand in with Coleman at first. And the strike on the outside corner. The Bolts better be ready to swing the bat. Throw over to first, and Coleman dives back. Oh, 1 pitch outside, 1-1 now. Like the same pitch. Big gaps between center and both right and left as the left and right fielders are probably 5 steps towards the line. The center fielder, Brady Shaw, playing straight away. So 1-2 to Mitchell. Throw over again, and Coleman dives back. One-two pitch. That is driven deep to left field. Savenko going back. It's gone. A home run for Jared Mitchell.
Home run, number 8, Jared Mitchell.
Well hit right off the bat. Savenko going back and looked up, and it was gone. Over the left field fence as Mitchell makes it 9-0.
Number 17, Mikey Sullivan.
So still nobody out, and that'll bring up Mikey Sullivan. Sullivan 0 for 3 tonight. reached on an error in the third. And he takes ball one outside. That one's hit into shallow left. Savenko coming on and makes the catch in shallow left field. For one out, and that'll bring up pinch hitter for Evan McCarter.
Now batting number 4, Grayson Ratu.
So pinch hitting is Grayson Ratu. With one out here in the bottom of the 6th. And he takes outside ball one. There's the 1-0 pitch. Outside ball 2, 2-0. Is in there for a strike. 2-1 now. That's in there for a strike. Fastball from Smithson. 2-2 now to Ratu. Two pitch. Strike 3 called. That strike zone's getting very generous now with a 9-0 Bolts lead.
Batting number 9,
And 2 outs now in the bottom of the 6th. Donovan Newell steps to the plate. 0 for 4 tonight. Hoping to break through a mini slump right now. So he'll stand in with bases empty and 2 outs. And Smithson, the right-hander, delivers way inside. Almost gets a piece of him. 1-0 now. Here's the 1-0. That's driven deep to right field, and that is over his head. One hops the fence. Newell on his way to second. He'll round second, on his way to third, and he is out at third base. A great relay. So Newell gets the double thrown out, trying to extend it to a triple, but that will end the inning. Right fielder played it off the wall, one hop, and threw a perfect strike to the second baseman, who in turn threw a perfect strike to the third baseman for the relay to cut down Newell at third. But a well-hit ball to right field. We go to the top of the 7th, 9-0, 3 outs away from a Bolts victory. We'll be back in just a minute.
now pitching for the Bolts is number 7, Ahmad Israel.
Amog Misra on the mound for the Bolts here in the 7th inning. The right-hander will take over and getting inning of work here. He'll face 4-5-6. Jacob Martin lead things off. He's 0 for 2. Reached on a fielder's choice in the first and popped up to Matt Coleman in foul territory in the 4th. So Misra delivers that one to the backstop on the first pitch. He's faced 3 batters this season in 1 appearance with a strikeout. Hasn't given up a run or a hit. Here's the 1-0. There's a ground ball backhanded by Rowling deep in the hole. Throw to first. One hop gets away from Coleman and into second base. A good throw by Nunnally, backing up way down the line. Great play by Rowling just to keep it on the infield, backhanded while he was sliding. Threw a one-hopper. What do we got? Would you score that? Yeah, that's right. So a single for Jacob Martin, and then throwing error allows the base runner to get to second base. So Martin stands at second now, and Liam Ruse steps in, takes the first pitch for a strike. Meisford checks the runner. One and one now. There's a fly ball into shallow right field. Sullivan moving to his right towards the line and makes the catch down at his hip on the run. Nice play by Mikey Sullivan. So one out now. That'll bring up the left fielder, Charlie Savitko. 1 for 2 tonight. Single in the second, popped up in the fifth. Jacob Martin standing at second base. And there's a strike right at the knees. And that one just gets a piece of him. Fastball tailed in. Not enough to even prevent Nunnally from catching the pitch, but just enough that he's at first base. So first and second now, one out, and Jack Beard will step in. Walked both times tonight. And delivers low. Good block by Nunnally, kept it in front of him. So no advance by the runners. Here's the 1-0. That one sails up and in. 2-0 now. Three and 0. That one gets past Nunnally. Not much he could do about that. Moved over to block it. It just rolled up on his shoulder. It was a fastball. So the runners advance on the wild pitch. So second and third now. And the 3-0 count to Beard, who's already walked twice tonight. And takes ball 4. So 3 walks on the night for Jack Beard, the designated hitter. It's the designated walker. And Kenny Moreland's going to make his way out to the mound as Misra has gotten 1 out and also loaded the bases. So just going to talk to him, I think. Slow him down a little bit. It's got a 9-0 lead with 1 out here in the 7th. So pinch hitter coming to the plate. One. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and in the dirt. Friend checked his swing, I guess. Here's the 1-1. Just a bit high, 2-1. Two-one pitch. That is driven to right center field. Jared Mitchell on the run, makes the catch in the gap. 1 run's going to score on the tag. So it'll be a sac fly. Good play by Jared Mitchell on the run. That ball was in the gap. So Friend credited with a sac fly, and the Captains avoid the shutout. 9-1 now with 2 outs. And the first baseman, Andrew Fees, stepping to the plate. 0 for 2 tonight. And takes down and away. Ball 1. One-0 pitch, swung on and missed. Here's the 1-1. That's lifted foul and up over the netting on the right side. So 1-2. Counting down to their last strike here with 2 outs in the top of the 7th. 9-1, Bolts lead. Here's the pitch. And that one bounces in, gets away from Nunnally. Throws to Moog covering home, but not in time. As Savenko comes in from third on the wild pitch. Beard moves to second on the play. And the count will be 2-2 with 2 outs. So 9-2 now, Bolts lead with 2 across here in the 7th. 2-2 pitch and checks his swing. 3-2 now. Payoff pitch. Lifted foul up over the netting on the right side. So he'll see another 3-2 pitch with 2 outs. Lightridge travels tomorrow night to Briar Woods, and then Thursday home. Ground ball to Burpo at second. Fields it, throws to Coleman, a little bit low. He digs it out of the dirt to end the ball game. So the Bolts rebound from their loss last week to Stonebridge to a 9-2 victory over Loudoun County Captains in conference play.
Captains 2. Thanks everybody for coming out.
Like I said, the Bolts will be on the road tomorrow against Briar Woods and then home Thursday night in a home-and-home with Briar Woods. 6:30 game. We'll go on the air at 6:20. So thanks for joining us tonight. Again, Bolts win 9-2. Good night.